You've learned the traps. You've found the strength. But what if generosity was never about giving at all? Today, in our final meditation on this topic, we do not just practice generosity. We explore how to live it, how to embody it, how to let it become the very air you breathe. The alchemy of a generous life. Let us return to the central question. Why does generosity matter? Why is it a catalyst for personal growth? Because generosity aligns you with intentional living. Most people drift through life reacting, grasping at what they want, clutching what they have, fearing what they may lose. But intentional living is about choosing your values, your actions, your character. Generosity is the perfect practice of intention. Each time you give, you declare, I choose abundance over fear. I choose connection over isolation. I choose character over convenience. In this way, generosity shapes not only what you do, but who you become. It polishes integrity, strengthens moral courage, refines virtue, and reveals character. It transforms life from a desperate attempt to hold on into a graceful dance of release. Close your eyes. Imagine standing at night by a river. You hold a lantern glowing with warm light. Around you, many others hold their lanterns too. Now imagine releasing your lantern onto the water. At first, you fear the darkness. If I let go, what will I have? But as it floats away, you look around and see dozens, hundreds of lanterns glowing, reflecting on the surface of the river. Your one release has joined 1,000 others, creating a field of light that illuminates the night. This is intentional living through generosity. One act at a time, you contribute to a world radiant with meaning. There is one more truth we must face. Generosity is not only about what we give, it is about what we reveal. To give is to be vulnerable. It is to admit, I have something to share, and I trust you enough to offer it. That is frightening. Many people hoard not out of greed, but out of fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being misunderstood, fear of being invisible even after giving. But moral courage means daring to be seen as a giver without assurance of return. It means stepping into the light, not because you know you will be applauded, but because you refuse to let fear silence your soul. Think of the great souls of history. Francis of Assisi, whose poverty became wealth to others. Gandhi, whose simplicity fed a nation's courage. Countless unnamed mothers and fathers who gave everything for children who may never say thank you. Their generosity was not guaranteed recognition. It was not transactional. It was character revealed under pressure, strength disguised as tenderness. Imagine yourself in a dark room, clutching a candle. The flame is small, flickering. You fear that if you place it by the window, the wind will extinguish it. So you hide it, keeping the light to yourself. But now imagine opening the window. The wind blows, yes, but instead of dying, the flame draws breath, grows taller, shines into the night. Passers-by see it and are warmed. The candle is no weaker for being seen. It is stronger. Generosity is that open window. It is the courage to let your light be seen. Every act of generosity, no matter how small, creates ripples that outlive us. A kind word today may become a memory someone clings to years later in their darkest hour. A meal shared may ignite a chain of kindness, moving from stranger to stranger across miles and generations. The Stoics remind us virtue is never wasted. It enters the fabric of the world, woven into the unseen architecture of character and destiny. You may never see the full harvest of your gift, But that does not mean the seeds are lost. The oak does not watch its acorn grow, it simply releases. The river does not follow its waters to the sea, it simply flows. So too with generosity. You may not know whose life you touched, whose burden you lightened, whose courage you sparked. But the ripple moves on, long after you are gone. Close your eyes and imagine standing in a great canyon. You call out a single word, a blessing, a gift, a release. For a moment, there is silence. Then, slowly, the canyon returns your voice. Not once, but again and again, echoing into eternity. This is your generosity. It may seem small in the moment, but it echoes far beyond your sight, beyond your time, beyond your knowing. So we return to the question, what is generosity? It is not self-erasure. It is not martyrdom. It is not manipulation. It is strength refined into grace. It is the courage to release, the integrity to remain whole, the character to live with intention. Generosity is not about losing, it is about becoming. Each act reshapes your soul, polishes your mirror, deepens your courage. Each release makes you freer. Each gift makes you greater. And in the end, your legacy will not be measured by what you held, but by what you released. Not by the walls you built, but by the bridges you offered. Not by the treasures you stored, but by the lives you touched. This is the paradox of generosity. The more you give, the more whole you become. So tomorrow, begin small. Practice the micro-discipline of generosity. Offer one sincere compliment without expecting one back. Share one meal, one smile, one piece of knowledge. Give 1 hour of undivided attention to someone who needs to be seen. Do not measure the outcome. Do not look for applause. Simply open your hand. Because you are not just building habits, you are forging character. You are not just giving gifts, you are becoming a soul of integrity, courage, and intentional grace. And in doing so, you join the lineage of great souls, the Stoics, the sages, the humble, and the brave, who knew that true strength is not in holding tight, but in letting go. So I leave you with this blessing. May your generosity flow like a river, strong yet gentle. May your character shine like a lantern, steady and true. And may you discover in every act of giving the unshakable strength of the soul you are becoming.